So the new gym set up. You can see we're all the way over. Here's the car. Got our elliptical bike. Weights. Wilder machines. Free weights. Transformers and an M&M. Yeah, you gotta do what you enjoy doing. Oh, Frank. On the floor. I like it. Exercise. Apparently in 2024 that makes me racist. Want to live longer. I don't get it. We had Arnold tell us to put down the pop and pick up a milk. And now I'm evil because I want to lift weights. Be able to do things, be able to move and not stuck. Because of the preservatives and shit they're putting in the food today. Cut that shit out. Don't eat fast food. Go home and cook. That's simple. Forefathers came here with very few food groups. Buy it locally. Go to the farmers. They'll sell it to you. Cut out the processed shit. Get rid of high fructose corn syrup. They knew what that was when they put it in there and what it was going to do. And thank them for all the diabetes and fatness too. Let's see what we got. So yep, that's what it is in 2024. Do what you like to do. Hey Gap, all right, I was waiting to see. I was like, somebody's lingering in the chat over there somewhere. What is up, my old friend? How are you doing? I say I've stuck to it the whole time I've been on here. Non-smoking was an interesting one, but you know, everybody's got a quit. Quitters quit, right? Only succeeders will succeed. Dude, all day. It's been getting the garage kind of re-changed around where everything was, and where I've got it now is more functional and pull stuff out, move stuff out of the way, because we're coming into that fall season. So tomorrow's 80. I get to get on the roof. And yeah, this is like the third workout today. So yeah, we eat very little fast food. By fast food, I mean pizza. And it's local places. Like, it's not rarely Little Caesars. Like, once in a while, I'll get a Little Caesars. But no, it's all things here locally that are, you know, that's the fast food that I eat. Thank you very much. You should see the ones we can't show on YouTube. But it's working through injuries too. Like I've stuck with when I met ETEP, when I found ETEP actually, because of Nick Utam, right? That's where this whole getting into shape thing had already started. But with his help and all you guys' help, you know, and sticking with it, I quit smoking. Man, that was hard to do. I've done it before, but it was a little bit harder to do this time around with everything we'd all lost, you know. And all I've done is I've gone from falling in a pool with no water into meeting Jeff Hicks back in 2018 at 245, 250 to 188, healthy 188 in 2024. And the biggest change has been this year with cutting out all the shit in the food and eating local food. I mean, I'm lucky enough, farmers markets and, you know, I'm right by the Amish. And they don't put garbage in their meats. So that's where we go. And I mean, I still eat pasta. I still eat potatoes. I just eat very small amounts of the stuff. And then I work off whatever I eat. And that's really been the secret to my success. And then having the right support group. All, you know, everybody from, you know, knowing you for quite a while, Gap, you know, to, you know, ETEP and Tony and Jeff Hicks and all the guys. You know, I mean, it started with Jeff. All this started with Jeff. Which ETEP will be on World Class Bullshitters tonight. And I'll be in the chat here at 9 o'clock. You know, it's always 5. So, but yeah, dude, I mean, it's, you know, people need to understand, man, don't eat fast food. I cut that shit out in 2020. And I mean, very, very small amounts here and there, but that's it. And when you start learning that fast food is F-grade meat and dog food is higher than F-grade meat, why are you eating fast food? You know? And we're old school, bro. So like we could have meals for a week on what people spent on fast food in the 90s when you could afford to eat out because everything was $1, you know? And even then it wasn't that healthy, but the crap of today, I can't stand half the food that you buy in the grocery stores, man. It doesn't taste right, you know? Yup. Now, see, I'm a weirdo because we buy from the local butcher shop, and 90% of the food there is all local. There's always a little bit that gets shipped in from other places, but not a lot. And I'm surrounded by old school butcher shops, again, because I am in by Amish country and, you know, right there in Michigan. So, but yeah, there's still a few. But I mean, there's other places where like the meat comes in, they slaughter it and everything, you know, they cut it up, but it doesn't mean it was local. I've been, especially in 2024, doing local everything. If I spend money, it's a local. With the exception of, you know, supporting our friends, comics, and I do a it's just a little on the, there's a stupid thing, on the phone. Yeah, man. Look. Everybody goes to Walmart. I get it. But you can't anymore. Like, if you're trying to eat healthy, you gotta eat smart. And it's not always going to spending all this extra money at fucking Walmart on this name brand shit that's supposedly good for you. Go to the people that raise the beef, man. Directly. You know, we've always done that. Quarter beefs, half beefs, local chickens, local eggs. You know, I was going across the way and getting it till Elkhart County decided to say, fuck you, we want you to be like the city and now you shouldn't have chickens and all this other shit, and I live in the county. So, you know, but luckily the law of the state says otherwise, so. But it's just, it gets to the point where it's not worth the hassle. But I mean, for the last decade, I've been getting everything from across the street. My neighbor does a lot of gardening and stuff, so I go over there and help him out. You know, sometimes donate some fertilizer and some other things, you know what I'm saying? And vegetables, that's where my salsa comes from, my tomatoes, peppers, all that stuff. ETEP has ate my salsa. So, I mean, and it was the organic kind. So, with that 420. But I mean, you know, throughout all of this, from being injured, getting through the injuries, being able to get back into this good a shape. Hell, I didn't think I'd be under 190. Hell, I didn't think I'd be under 210. You know, but we've all been sick. We've all had all kinds of weird colds. There we go, colds and stuff since 2020. So, come on, you son of a. There it is. It keeps moving on me. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, okay, they tell you, okay, I try not to use sugar at all. I used to put sugar in my coffee. Now I just drink it with whole milk. And it sucks, but my sugars are better. Everything else is better. I'm using less insulin. So the proof is in the pudding, baby. Less insulin means less insulin. That's better than more insulin. You know what I mean at this point. So doing what I'm doing, natural sugars, fruits, and it sucks. I enjoyed those little wintergreen pink candies, after dinner mints and stuff. And when I quit smoking, I chewed gum and ate beef jerky. That was the main way when I quit, which has been over 3 years now. So I mean, it's 3 years, but I mean, I've stayed with none for 3 years solid. I've never been a smoke X amount of packs a day or any of that bullshit. As I got older, I would just smoke on and off when I'd be stressed. In the summertime, I'd chew a little bit here and there, but nothing consistent, Gave up all that shit. Went to the THC in 2020. So, that's pretty much, I think it was 2020. Somewhere around there. But yeah, and completely quit smoking, and like I said, it's been 3 years straight now, over now actually, because it was back in June or July. But yeah, stuck with it, and found the right people to, be around, hanging out with, doing streams with. So yeah, it's been a blessing, but you got to do what you like doing. And I never was one of these guys that enjoyed working out, but it's gotten me in good enough shape after all the accidents I've been in and everything, to be able to do the yard work and actually not need the riding lawnmower. I was out there raking, I've been able to do that, and we've been here for 10 years, so it's been a minute since I've been able to rake the yard and not be in pain. Still hurts, but not as much as it was, But no, I mean, yeah, it's just it though. But I don't think we're doing a stream for the toys tonight. I don't know. I haven't really heard anything from anybody with the hurricanes and everything going on. And like I said, I know Jeff's going on at 9. I'll probably be in the chat while I go to bed there. Jump on for a little bit. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to, since you jumped on, I was just about to end it, but since you're here, I figured, well, I might as well kind of show off everything and, put out the good word about quit eating fast food. And for anybody that watches the playback after I go back through, after it uploads, because it's on my phone, even though I put it could go out publicly, it will make it private when the stream ends. And then I have to go back through, and there'll be like 6 of them that I got to click on and tell them to go ahead and make them public again. Stupid phones. And YouTube. Exactly. Hell yeah. Let's see. Yep. Yep, right line. I've been doing the push mower. I've got 3 riders, but 1 works. One of them needs a new coil. I got to get a new coil for it. It's a John Deere. And I bought everything used. And then Deadpool died. Unfortunately, Deadpool's motor went bye-bye. It seized up on us. But yeah. And then I've just been using my little push mower over here. If this would let me just change the camera, it would be easier. But there's what I use. And there's no deck on it, so... Because I had the 46-inch Craftsman deck on the John Deere fabricated, but then it broke. Which we knew it was going to do it eventually. I actually got about 2 years out of it. I didn't even think I'd get 6 months. But yeah, we got it all fabbed up. Yeah, mine did. I just need a new motor for it. So then I started using it for spare parts and putting it on the John Deere. I got 3 and 4 tires off of it. And switched them around. Like, well, screw it. Let me use the one with good tread. You know? Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, because the other deck is like one's 36 and one's 34 or 38 or something. I don't know. But the deck that came off the one was small as shit, and then I had that huge one, and I'm like, man, they're almost identical. We only had to switch a couple parts and fab a couple pieces, but I don't remember all of it. I didn't do the work. A friend of mine did. So I got to get a hold of him so we can put the deck back on. And then the one that the deck is on is fine, just is the one that needs the coil. But I have crabgrass, so it doesn't really matter. You know, I just push mow the shit. You know, if I don't want to mow it, I just don't mow it. I live in the county. When they fucking find me, you know? Hell yeah. Oh, I love going out in the back on the rider and making more trails and stuff. That was kind of the idea, was to clean the area out enough, get rid of the poison ivy and the, because we've got those stupid ones, pinberries or whatever with humidties, and that shit's poisonous. And with grandkids, you don't want to freaking, so cleaning that shit out of the areas that I would put them in. And it's like, man, it'd be cool to build a little track, and since, you know, well, A, it would be more fun to do it on the right lawnmower anyway, just the right lawnmower dirt track. But, you know, power wheels for the grandkids and whatnot could be fun, and dirt bikes and all that good stuff. But I just have fun on the rider. Yeah, man, you're not wrong. It's a lot of fun. I can go out there, jump on it, just mow the whole yard. You know, no big deal. Push mowing sucks. At 49, it really does suck. But it's kept me in good shape. I mean, I started from just stop smoking cigarettes, ran out on a Sunday. Monday, when I craved a cigarette, I went from here to 7-Eleven the long way, which ended up being almost, I think, what was it, a mile and a half. Just under a mile and a half going the long way. Or I could just go straight up the road to be there. But I decided to go the long way. And that was my route, so I'd walk there and I'd go get like a flavored water, or, you know, pretty much that would be what I would do. And then, not be a beast of burden, when I wanted a cigarette, I'd go do it again. And on occasion, I'd get Slurpee. But that's pretty much it, you know. I started there, ended up on the elliptical. Was doing really good on the elliptical, getting a mile done in less than an hour. I was happy with that. I think 46 minutes was my best time for a mile, which I think that's what it is. Four times around the track is a mile, if I remember properly. Or they might have changed that too, for fuck's sake. I don't know. I can't keep up, right? Yeah, I know, right? Slurpees, bro. I had one. They're so good. Thank you. I mean, like, and that's just it. Like, my friend across the way's wife passed away a couple years ago now. And she'd sit out there and sell the tomatoes and stuff, and I'd be out there, you know, keeping her company. And on occasion, I'd go get us a Slurpee. You know, that'd be our treat. We'd have a Slurpee. And I haven't had one in 2 years since she passed away. So this year, I went and got me a freaking Slurpee, man. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I want a Slurpee. And it was delicious. Took plenty of insulin for it. Yep. Oh yeah, the hummingbirds are a pain in the ass. I've been seeing nature being all kinds of weird this season, for one. But we've got cardinals and blue jays and oh my, and then yeah, the little fucking finch fuckers have been going nuts all over the place. The one day I should be somewhere on the playlist, but like I walked over to Ramon's tree and it was just the tree of finches. They're just hell, you thought you were watching The View. If you watch that shit. I don't have cable, so I lift weights instead. And try to eat good and, stay healthy so I can live long enough to spend time with my grandkids and hopefully great grandkids, But yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's just weird the way everything worked out in the end. And the biggest change, I mean, I was still in the 200s when I met Mick Foley in March with my granddaughter and my daughter. And that was really surreal. But yeah, it was shortly after that we came back. I did get sick from the 2-year-old, of course, because it happens, And I went to the con, so I mean, But yeah, I didn't get sick till about quite a bit after. Oh, thank you, brother. Yeah, it is. It's nice when things work out for good people, And I was like, it's always good to see you around because we've been talking for quite a while. All the streams of people that are no longer here with us, that's passed on, or no longer YouTube, or just aren't in the circles anymore. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. My life's been different. I've had a lot of stuff change this year. On top of, with the good, there's always bad, but at the same time, it's a little bit more balanced as the world's on fire and fucking hurricanes and tornadoes up the ass and FEMA not doing its job, allegedly, supposedly in Minecraft. And I don't know. That whole Joker movie, I wasn't a fan of the first movie. Like, it was fine. Don't get me wrong. I watched it. I didn't think it was the newest, greatest thing ever. And he sure as shit was not my Joker at all. He wasn't Cesar Romero. He wasn't Jack Nicholson. By any means, he wasn't even Heath Ledger's Joker. It was a different take. And I like the concept of it's somewhere, it was in the comics where it was his blood, or I saw it on Gotham as well, where, it was something in the blood and they made other Jokers and all this other stuff. But yeah, I mean, the first movie, one and done. We didn't need a second movie. It needed to be its own little thing. It's out there. Congratulations, you made some money. Now fuck off. It's time to go do. And if we would have done like each villain in the Batman universe this way, like, okay, so we have this whatever author's fleck version, which, and again, Joker did what his mythos to be multiple choice. If I'm gonna have an origin story, I'd like it to be multiple choice. So I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And that's from way back when, to where we are now with I don't know, nothing anybody wanted. And it, from what I heard, I haven't seen it. I have no plans of seeing it. I did see the Flash movie only because I wanted to see Michael Keaton, because Bad Take Bojan said it was, really that's what it was about, because the Flash stuff was kind of stupid. So I checked it out. She was right. Like, Keaton was the bomb in the Flash, He's the whole reason to watch it, because again, that timeline doesn't matter. It ends up going away anyway. So. And again, it was a different take on the animated version, which was way better. But this one, this new one, oh yeah, Keaton was the bomb. This new Joker movie, like, when you watch the first one and then you really don't know what's in his head, what's really happening, you don't know. For all you know, he just murdered the lady that was giving his meds and was running through an insane asylum. Like, we don't know. And that was kind of the whole point. That's why you don't need anything else. And then they launched The Batman with a totally different Joker, which is fine, because we didn't need this Arthur Fleck shit. But to then go to where it is now, the only way for me it would have been a good movie, minus the musical and the gay shit, that makes no sense. You break it down and show what the first movie really is, right? So through the Joker's eyes, here's what we've seen, his movie. Then we have the second movie, which is reality, the real reality of Gotham and what's going on, and this is why he's in, you know, prison, blah blah blah. And then you see him stabbing the lady with a pencil or scissors, which then you see him running through the hall. Like that would be for me. And again, ETEP will be on with Hicks, Jeff Hicks, and World Class Bullshitters at 9, talking about this. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. So check it out. But I mean, that's my concept. I think that's what they should have done. And then from there, that brings you into Arkham, and then here's the Riddler, and you can do the same thing. As Harley Quinn is a therapist, and other therapists are talking to them in Arkham, and then we can make Arkham be its own little thing. And you know, is Arkham doomed because of the tortured souls that were from within? Anyway, see, untapped potential. But yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted, man. That's it. That first one, I was done. I had no intent of seeing this one. I was like, don't make a second movie. You know, for a guy with a 6-foot Joker that sits behind him normally, that's saying a lot when I'm telling you don't do it. You know, and it was gonna fail. Thank you. And it's not hard. I'm just a fan. I was a Marvel guy. Like my Batman is 66. Adam West. I didn't read Batman comics, you know, and then 89 came out and that was great, you know, and then when I did start getting into comics and stuff, and you find Dark Knight Returns and, you know, all 4 copies and all that kind of, you know, I had the original prints, I don't, those got chucked, unfortunately. First ex-wife, but yeah, only had one, but still. Like my Batman was 66, man. Adam West, Green Hornet, same thing. That's, you know, why is Green Hornet not been remastered in Blu-ray like they did the Adam West Batman? Come on. Which that was our stuff though. And then 89 came out, and then, you know, we get Batman with nipples and George Clooney and to, you know, even the Dark Knight stuff that was alright. Heath Ledger's Joker, which wasn't my favorite by any means. You know, it's Romero for me is number 1, and then followed by Nicholson is number 2. So, yeah, that's how it works for me. Though I did enjoy what we have had. You know, Ledger was okay for 3rd. I mean, voice actors, Hamill had it. It was really good when he did it. And there's quite a few other actors that did some of the other animated series that weren't bad either. But I'm sorry, Cesar Romero was my Joker. And will always be. Just like Adam West is my Batman. That's the best Batman ever. You know, Christopher Reeve's is Superman. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Leslie Carter, Wonder Woman. See? And again, I've enjoyed what we got, the good with the bad, but this stuff nowadays, like, I don't even have a theater anymore. They closed it down. China bought it, and then we don't have the theater. They shut it down. They closed down Carmine. So I have to go like 45 minutes to an hour away to go to a movie. And it's like, you know what? I've got a 64-inch television in my office. I don't have to go anywhere. I'll just wait till it's on streaming. You know, I know that Deadpool movie, thanks to YouTube, I saw that on YouTube for free because somebody uploaded it and I was lucky enough to see it. That wasn't bad for what I saw from that. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I can't highlight on here, unfortunately. Stupid phone. Okay, tomorrow for Christopher Reeve. Oh, yeah. I don't even have a comic shop. That's the, like, when I saw and met ETEP up at that con 3 years ago, that was my first Comic-Con, actual Comic-Con. And, like, that was a blast. There's all kinds of comics and deals, and I picked up a couple of them. I never had the issue where Spider-Man got married, so I got that one. And there was the new 52 Harley Quinn where the artist had drawn on it, like what Vinny does. And it was certified and everything, so I bought that one. Well, I had a certificate or whatever. But I've got a couple of Joker books that way too, where they're signed by the artist or the creator. I can't. Maybe both. But it's all with the certificate and all that shit. It's kind of like my Walking Dead that I have signed by Robert Kirkman. It's all sealed up and, signed off by one of the places that had the certificate with it. So, because I never met him and got it done. But yeah, that was that. I've got quite a few of those. But once I started doing my wall and picking out those books that Vinny did, like that was awesome. And I got a bunch of the stuff from him today that I had ordered before. I told him not to worry with the hurricane, but he had sent it right out right before, so it made it safely. So that was good. But yeah, man. Other than that, I was playing around with the car because I don't like little tires. And let's see. Oh, I can flip it. There we go. So as you can see, it sticks out a little bit more. Just oh yeah. So yeah, from how the back tire is to now, yeah. Look at that. Speaking of farting around while you're high. Thanks. It got a lot of work left on it. I still gotta bring some life to her, but I really don't have to do shit. It runs, it drives. I could put the stock tire back on the front. Even with those new hubs I just put on, I don't even gotta take them off because the stock tires are totally different looking than these. Oh shit, yeah, hold on. There's the stocks. So they bow out instead of going in. See how these ones kind of bow in. So they're close, but not quite the same. But yeah. And I mean, I could throw those right back on. I could take all four of these off and put all four of those back. I don't even got to do that. I can just do it on the front. Because with the coilovers already lifted where they're at. Here's the funny thing, because I've got coilovers for the back, but they're not on. That's the OEM. So with the coilovers, we're talking 3 fingers, baby. That's it. 3. But that's more than enough. Where the back tire's like a whole fist. Yeah, baby. Fist that bitch. But yeah, it's, like all the way to the thumb. With no Vaseline. So, I mean, there is a difference from the front to the back. The back is up higher. But I kind of like the stance. The way it just looks mean. Especially with the Decepticon and all the gold trims and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I got to get a battery for it. And well, I don't have plates. They're due 15th. And I'm not doing them. Because I haven't drove the car in like 3 fucking years. It's just been in the garage sitting. The only thing I do is I'll drive it around the property so that I can drain the gas out of it and put gas in it. I think it's got a half a tank still. The Prius has got a full tank. Because it had an electronic issue in the gas tank telling me I could go 460 miles and then all of a sudden I go to fill up the car and it's spraying me with gasoline. Well, that would be because apparently there's a high voltage on the sensor, which fucked up the level of it all being electric. So even though electronically it said I needed gas, the gas tank said, I'm full, fucker. Imagine that, right? Freaking electronics. And they want like $200. You too, brother. You have a great one. Good seeing you. When I have a show in the house on the computer and, actually host or something, see if you're free, maybe you can come on again and come hang out with us, brother. Yeah, it's good. It's always good to see you in the chat. Thank you for jumping on. Yeah, I'm going to shut this off. I've been going for 35 minutes. I was only supposed to be out here for like 5. But, yeah. Catch us over on World Class Bullshitters at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight, we're going to have some fun with ETEP on the panel with Jeff and Nick. And I think he's subbing for Kendo, so I think Dion will be there. And it's my wedding anniversary, so I've done this before on WCBS, been in the chat on the anniversary, which is fucking hilarious. So 14 years, so hell yeah. But have a good one, Gap. Always good to hear from you. Glad you're doing all right too. Enjoy riding that rider, because I know I love mowing with mine too, brother. Take care, everybody. Just remember, all that matters is living and having fun in 2024.